Good afternoon, guys. Today's April 16th, 2025. I had a client come in today by the name of Jane, a young female at the age of 27. She is Caucasian with an ethnicity background as being Jewish American. Jane has been in a relationship for the last 6 years. Jane is here to seek help for depression, anxiety, and a little bit of alcohol issues as well. As I observed Jane when she came in, Jane was very unkempt. Her hair appeared to be very oily, clothes were very wrinkled, um, and she looked very exhausted. As I began to speak with Jane about what brings her here, she tells me that she's always been feeling down and not motivated and not getting very much sleep. I asked Jane what the purpose of this meeting was, and she stated that she was wanting to get help for drinking and for anxiety, depression. Um, Jane elaborated a little bit more about what triggers the depression and the anxiety and what has caused her to drink more. And she stated that her father and grandfather are alcoholics as well, and that they cannot get along. So when there's family functions, um, Jane avoids them because there's always going to be an altercation with someone arguing if that's her and her grandfather, her and her father, or, her father and grandfather. So Jane just tries to avoid that, which causes her to be depressed because she cannot attend family functions. Um, I went back and checked Jane's treatment history, and I see that she is currently not seeing a psychiatrist. She has in the past. She has also in the past taken some medications, um, like Depakote and Abilify to help with the depression, um, and a little bit of bipolar for some of the manic episodes that she has that comes with the depression, the irritability and discontent. Um, she also states that she doesn't have any eating habits, just she she just wants to feel normal. Jane also has stated that in the past she has taken Seroquel to help with the sleeping, um, but she is no longer taking that, as well as not taking the Depakote or the Abilify. Um, so I sat down with Jane and we kind of discussed a plan of maybe what we could do to help getting the depression, anxiety, and some of the drinking under control. Jane has stated that her drinking is 4 drinks or more about every single day, and it's slowly increasing because of her tolerance is getting high, so she has to drink more. Um, so I had recommended that we would do a detox program for her to help get the alcohol under control. And then from there, we can do the dual diagnosis and treat her depression and anxiety. Um, I diagnosed her with a moderate depression of a F10.24, um, just because she does have the dual diagnosis, and also the anxiety I put as a mild F 41.1. She is showing signs of alcohol withdrawals, just typically because she would have had a drink by now, but she did not want to come into the meeting of already have been drinking. So she is showing the signs of alcohol withdrawal right now. Um, so as we had discussed the detox treatment, she had agreed to do a 10-day detox. Um, so we are going to do a 10-day detox with her. And then from there, we spoke about maybe doing um, an inpatient rehabilitation center for her 30 to 45 days, just depending on what the psychiatrist, seemed to believe there at the treatment facility would be best for her and her counselors. Um, I spoke with her about that, and she was on board with it. She was able to work around her work schedule. Her work was, completely excited about her, willing to take time off of work to go get what she needed to get done. As far as health wise, get that under control so that a way she would be able to be, a great help with the company because um, they do appreciate her hard work, and she's a very good employee. Um, so, with that, we also discussed that once she completed that treatment, she would see me 3 times a week for counseling, so we could, get the depression and anxiety, see how that is. We would get her on the medication or continue the medication that the counselor or the psychiatrist there at the treatment facility had started her on, see how that's working for her. If it's not, maybe try something else. Um, she was completely on board, so I really have high hopes for my client Jane. Um, if you guys have any questions, please ask. Thank you.